All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest live stream. Thought I'll come online, mingle with you guys, connect with you guys. I think we've been quite regular in recent times. We want to continue on doing that. We want to continue on growing this community and hearing what the community has to say about all the nonsense that's been taking place at our football club. And I thought it's timely, once again, to mingle with you guys. It's timely. We don't have a striker, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a single fit striker available. Now, some of you guys might say, but wait a minute. What about Christopher Nkunku? Is he not a striker? He's available. Yeah. Good luck to that under Enzo Maresca. The way he wants his strikers to operate, good luck. Good luck to Nkunku. Good luck to whoever else that we might try. Obviously, we're going to delve deep into Nicolas Jackson's injury and what a massive blow it is for us. And we want to talk about Roman Abramovich. It's the European, what does it say? The news, let me just read straight out from it. EU downgrades sanction rationale against Roman Abramovich, removing previous claims that he financially benefited from the Russian government. So removing all of those claims. Seems like the UK government did a massive dirty on him. They took away his club of his life. They took that away from him. And now it's all coming out that he was never even benefiting once from the Russian government. He said it several times as well. But it's been taken away from him. So we're going to talk about all of that. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has tuned in. We've got lots of content coming your way. We've got myself and Eunice, part 2 of the big discussion. Some of you guys might have seen it. Some of you guys might not have. Make sure you do see part 1 where we talk about that these owners need to go pronto. If you haven't seen part 1, literally go on my channel, videos, and you'll see 2-3 videos ago, part 1 was delivered. And we just finished recording part 2 and it's going to be a banger. Absolute banger. And that's going to come later on tonight, UK time, potentially before all of the European matches, maybe after the European matches. We'll see how things go. Did a recording with Faz as well. Faz and Miz show. That's also a banger of a conversation. That's going to drop sometime today. It's an interesting one where Faz says, what do Chelsea Football Club have to cry about? Why are you guys crying? We're at a worse situation. And it was a very interesting conversation. So do look out for that as well. But now, big up to each and every one of you guys that has tuned in. Jeremiah, big up to you. Cade, Harshal, Nehemia, Bonnie, Henry, Daddy Kel, Andrew Frost. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. All the regulars are here. Now, CFC Haffer as well. Big up to you, my man. Big up. Let's go through the news first in regards to Nicolas Jackson. Nicolas Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest. It all started to circulate late last night, UK time. Matt Law, exclusive. Nicolas Jackson ruled out until after the international break following a scan on Wednesday. Chelsea confident the squad can cope with Jackson without Jackson and Guiu absence. Cope with Jackson and Guiu absences. I don't think so. So out until the international break, some of you guys might be saying, when is the international break? I believe the international break is somewhere in April. I think it's in April. Or I think might be late March. Bottom line, he's coming back after that, which is around April. And it was quite evident straight after the West Ham game, ladies and gentlemen, that there was a big issue. There was a big issue with Nicolas Jackson. I don't know why Enzo Maresca I don't know why Enzo Maresca in the press conference, the last one against Brighton, why he came out and said, no, it looks minor. It looks like he'll be back training with us and it should be fine. I don't know why he said that. How did it go from that to the man being out for another 2 more months minimum? And crucial part of the Premier League season as well. 2 months, come back in April, and it's not like he's going to just hit the ground running when he comes back. So, great business, great planning. That January window, wow. All we ever wanted as a fan base was just get me a striker. Get me a striker that can compete with Nicolas Jackson and that can potentially take over him. That's all we ever asked for. And we didn't get it. And now, look at what the journalists are saying. It's incredible. It's actually incredible. So this is what Matt Law, well-reputable Chelsea journalist, it's his opinion. This is his opinion, but I wonder where this opinion is coming from. I wonder who has influenced this opinion. Look at the headline. Nicolas Jackson's injury has left Chelsea short of strikers, but it's down to bad luck, not bad planning. Down to bad luck, ladies and gentlemen. It's not down to planning. Luck has screwed us. Luck has screwed us. Like, as if we didn't even know from the get-go that not only Nicolas Jackson needs a proper competition, and he himself is probably not the out-and-out striker that we probably desire down the track. He may, you never know, but there's still doubts. And not only we have Guiu as a backup, like as if we didn't know that there was a definite need for a striker. And it's not something we've been screaming at in January. January's, of course, we've been screaming at a top-notch striker for the past 2 summers minimum. And now these journalists want to tell us, oh no, but it's not due to bad planning. It's due to bad luck. It's bad luck. Sorry. Who would have thought Nicolas Jackson would have got injured because you have Guiu? Like as if we're going to rely on an 18-year-old kid to carry us for the rest of the season. And then on top of that, who would have thought that Guiu would get injured as well? And here we are. Here we are, having to go to Brighton. And the briefs are that, oh no, we should be able to cope without them. We should be able to cope without Nicolas Jackson, especially Nicolas Jackson, because we have not seen Guiu that often in the Premier League. We should be able to cope. What evidence have we seen so far that we should be able to cope? In the mud, 10 out of 10, 100% in the mud. What evidence have we seen to tell us that we should be able to cope? Every time we've seen Nkunku play up top, he's not giving us what we need. He's simply not giving us what we need. Now, he's potentially not a striker. He's probably someone you want to utilize just behind a striker as a playmaker. But we already have a playmaker with Cole Palmer. And this is a player that you were looking to get rid of, and he was also looking to get out of Chelsea Football Club. Now, the briefings will tell us that no, Miz, Enzo Maresca told us he was always part of the plan. Nkunku was always part of the plan, even in December. Even on December, Enzo Maresca, apparently, they already penciled down that Nkunku was going nowhere. Yet, he was barely being used, along with João Felix. And then Enzo Maresca, post our exit against Brighton, said, oh, now you know. Now you know who we're missing. Now you know when the player's not playing who we're missing up front. He's referring to Nicolas Jackson. What's he going to say now? he indirectly, post-Brighton game, indirectly, Enzo Maresca said, yeah, Nkunku's not the answer up front. After we got eliminated by Brighton in the FA Cup, Enzo Fernandez, in a subtle manner, said, yeah, Nkunku's not the answer up front. And now we're going to have to hope. And now we're going to have to hope that Christopher Nkunku actually does a job for us. Some are saying maybe the academy boys, they're going to come in. Some of the academy, strikers, attackers, they might come in and try and help us out. All right. Let's see. Let's see. This is not a Mickey Mouse league that a academy player will just come in and storm the world. It's not a joke thing here. And now journalists are going out there and saying, nah, it's not poor planning. It's not poor. It's 100% poor planning. Everything has been poor planning from the get-go. Everything, every window, if you assess, last summer window, all the players we bought was poor planning, because all of them have moved on loan in the January window. For these owners, for these sporting directors, it seems like nothing is a mistake. Nothing is poor planning. They got rid of Chalobah, who's one of our best defenders, and he's not even levels. They got rid of Chalobah last summer only to bring him back in January and selling it to us that it was the right business back then and it's the right business now. Nothing seems to be a problem. They're right at all scenarios. They're apparently right about this scenario as well. Now we have good portion of 2 months, and Nicolas Jackson, it's not even that he was killing it for us, but he meant a lot. He meant a lot. He meant a lot for Enzo Maresca's system. We have some crucial fixtures coming up, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are not aware. We've got Brighton again coming up. In fact, tomorrow. We've got Brighton again coming up. After that, it's Aston Villa. So Brighton away, Aston Villa away. You think we're going to get away? You think we're going to get away? What's the solution? Nkunku up front? Okay, maybe not Nkunku up front. Maybe João Felix. Sorry, not João Felix. João Felix is not even there. And that's the other crazy part now. Now we're left with nothing. It's not bad planning. Now we're left with nothing. João Felix is on loan as well, right? And I wanted him to go too because he wasn't happy. He wasn't getting integrated here. So let's not even worry about the João Felix thing. Now we're left with Cole Palmer. Maybe potentially Cole Palmer plays up front. And is that going to sort of negate his impact in the game a little bit? Not being able to play as someone who can dictate the play a little bit as opposed to just staying up front. Nkunku, is he going to play Cole Palmer's position? How's he going to perform? Is he going to be able to press? Is he going to be able to recover? Is he going to give us that impetus off the ball? Premier League's not a joke, man. I'm telling you. You see that FA Cup game that Brighton played against us? 50-50s. How many 50-50s did we lose? How many duels did we lose? They ran and ran and ran. Aston Villa will be the same thing. The real Kevin K. Journos are saying David Washington maybe record Miz. Honestly. David Washington, a player that we've not even been able to integrate into the first team. All this time he's been playing in the academy. And then he got sent to Santos. And now we're being told that he'll be recalled to help us out. We should have bought a striker. You know how crazy it is, ladies and gentlemen. So much money spent. It's not even like we didn't spend. Oh no, we didn't spend anything. Oh man, we are so, our owners are so cheap. They're so stingy. We've spent 1.5 billion plus, ladies and gentlemen, and we're in a situation where we don't have a striker. Just deep that for a second. And they are telling us that it's not bad planning. After 1.5 billion spent, we don't have any strikers, and the options we have available is not suitable for Enzo Maresca. And they're telling us it's not bad planning, it's bad luck. Some of us will believe it as well. Some of us will believe it. You think after 1.5 billion spent, Nicolas Jackson would have an equally good, if not better, competition. See, there you go. Just when I said that some of us will believe this, and in comes Christopher James. So you expect the gaffer and the board to predict all of these injuries. See, how were we meant to explain this? This is where we live, ladies and gentlemen. We live amongst these type of nonsense thought process, because these guys they're completely bought in to what this. See, Christopher James, he's purposely not willing to accept that it's not about predicting these injuries. It's about having another striker, the right caliber striker available. How is Chelsea Football Club, Christopher James, in a situation where for Nicolas Jackson, the backup is Guiu? For Nicolas Jackson, it should be someone elite or someone who can at least compete with him. But Christopher James not worried about that, because he's so fixed and fixated into what the owners and the SDs have fed him through these journalists. He's not worried about that. For him, the world it was all fine. Nicolas Jackson and Guiu is fine. It's fine for Chelsea Football Club. Even though Nicolas Jackson has been struggling for the past 9 games, it's fine. And Guiu as a backup is fine. He's completely bought into that. So for him, it's like, what are these people talking about? This is the world that we're living in, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're living. There you go. Look, more nonsense from Christopher James. We had a backup striker, Guiu, who also injured. So you want us to have 5 strikers and bloat the squad again? Come on, miss, think logically. He's telling me to think logically. He's telling me to think logically when he's saying we had a backup striker, Guiu. We had a backup striker. That's our backup striker, Guiu, in the Premier League level. And then he goes on to say, think logically to me. Trust me. The owners, they love it. The owners know. You know how we say, oh, protest, Miz, we must protest. We're not going to protest. I'm telling you. People like Christopher James, there's a lot of them. Do not underestimate people like Christopher James. There's a lot of them. There's many in the live chat. We've seen them. These people will not allow a protest. They will not allow a protest because they fully believe in this. And the people that believe that we need to do a protest, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything. We should. We should. More and more people need to understand. The fact that Chelsea Football Club, which once upon a time used to have Drogba, used to have Anelka, used to have Fernando Torres, down the track had Diego Costa. The fact that we had all of these calibrated strikers to now having Jackson and Guiu, that's not the problem. The problem is how How could our gaffer and our sporting directors and owners think that these players would be injured? They don't see the decline, they see now. And they'll be very happy as soon as we're linked with another 19-year-old to come and take their place. Yeah. They won't listen to a protest. They won't give a flying hoot. They won't. Yeah, look at this. Common sense. Jackson is basically a Kalu. Yeah, we made him our number one. And Guiu, a kid, as backup. If you guys remember, we had Kalu back then as well, Solomon Kalu. And that was a very good backup for us. That was a backup. Anelka, Drogba, Fernando Torres, Kalu. That was how we operated once upon a time. Now, no. Now, Christopher James, Jackson, Guiu, run the show. Run the show. It's common sense to know it's bad planning. Christopher James isn't being logical at all. No, he's not. No, he's not. These clowns should never be in charge of our club. They're incompetent in so many areas, and all that money spent to take us backwards. That's the truth. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And look, in the summer, we already have a lot of problems to go through. So many players that are on loan, they're going to come back. Demba Ba is another beautiful name. Yeah. But Christopher James won't remember this. Christopher James doesn't remember all of this. It's like he had a system reboot. He don't remember those days. But yeah. This is where we are. This is where we are. Giroud, yeah. Loic Remy, oh my God. Wow, Loic Remy. Giroud, yeah. My days. My days. So yeah, in the summer, we've got a lot of problems that we need to sort out. And then we need to get a striker. And the striker we're being linked with, I don't mind this player, to be honest. I think there's something there. But once again, it's a kid. It's a young player. Liam Delap is the one that we're probably going to go for. And who knows, maybe not even Liam Delap. Maybe not even Liam Delap. Maybe not even Liam Delap. You know why? You know why? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you before we go to the Roman news and we'll wrap things up slowly. You know why? David Washington or Mahuika could be options for Chelsea following the striker crisis. Good luck to us. Good luck to us. And as if Enzo Maresca is going to use these kids. As if Enzo Maresca is going to use them. It's never going to happen. Where's the news? Where's the news? About, oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, but of course. Understudy. I saw somewhere someone said understudy. I think it might have been Simon Phillips. Where did I see understudy? Someone said understudy. Who did that? Was it Chelsea Dodgers maybe? I don't remember now. I don't remember who did that, but someone said it's the understudy. Yeah, you're curious understudy. Who did that? Who did that one? Who did that news? Oh yeah, here we go. I think I found it. I think I found it. Why did I think PYS changed his tweet. Anyway, he might have changed his tweet. His tweet said, "We're looking at the understudy of Gyökeres. Chelsea have been scouting Sporting striker Konrad Harder." Konrad Harder. Vince. Was it Vince? Anyway. Konrad Harder. So apparently he's the understudy of Gyökeres. He's the understudy. This is the thing. We're not even interested in Gyökeres anymore, ladies and gentlemen. We're not even interested in Gyökeres. We're interested in someone below Gyökeres because Gyökeres is already blown up. And who knows, maybe Delap has already blown up. Don't be surprised if we go after Konrad Harder. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if this is our brother next season. This is our striker. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised. It's not too far-fetched at all. It's not too far-fetched. That's, we're thinking Liam Delap. It might be Konrad Harder. Now, check this out. EU downgrades sanctions rationale against Roman Abramovich, removing previous claims that he financially benefited from Russian government. Wow. This brother they did a massive dirty on him, man. They did a massive dirty on Roman Abramovich. They stripped away his club. They stripped away the club of his life. And now it's all coming to fruition. It was all wrongly done. It had nothing to do with the Russian government. But the UK government had their own agenda. The UK government had their own agenda. They wanted to get rid of Roman. They couldn't stand that a Russian owner owns an English club. They couldn't stand that. But Roman, if there's any chance, please come back and claim back your club, Roman. This is your club. This is your baby, Roman. You built this like a fan. Yes, in the latter parts of even Roman era, we were struggling in the Premier League, but I've got no doubt that you would have held the standard high and you would have turned things around. But we were still winning trophies. We won the Champions League. We won the Club World Cup. We won the Super Cup. We were still going to finals. And I'm certain you would have turned things around. Everything that Roman built, they stripped away from him. To the point where when he sold the club, he didn't even care about the debt that was owing to him by the club. He didn't even care. For him, it was never about the money because he has money. He did this from a fan's perspective. He did this to build a beautiful community so the fans can appreciate, so the fans can remember the glory days. All the beautiful moment. And now we have a bunch of owners who have manipulated and brainwashed good number of fans in the fan base to the point that, they're here for good intentions. No, everything points to only money and profit and return on investment for their shareholders, because our owners are not individuals. Our owners are not run by a family. Our owners are run by an institution, an organization who only believe in return on investment for their shareholders, because that's all they care. I'm putting in money. I do not care whether you win, whether you lose. It don't mean diddly squat to me. I'm putting in money. What is my return? What is my return? I don't care whether you lose or whether you win the Champions League, whether you win the Premier League, or whether you get relegated. I do not care. I'm giving you X amount of money. Give me my return. Roman had 1.5 billion owing. The club owed him 1.5 billion of his own money. And he said, you know what? It's okay. It's all right. I love Chelsea. I love Chelsea too much to worry about that level of money. But for our owners, 1.5 bill, okay. Nah, I'm not just wiping that off. I'm sorry. I'm not wiping that off. That means something to me. That means something. Roman, please come back and reclaim it all. Come back, king. Come back and reclaim your throne. There's no one ever going to be who's going to treat the club the way Roman did. Held everyone accountable, held our club at the highest level, brought superstars, and the level of personnel that we had in our football club from top to bottom, it had some authority. It had a reputation. Ex-players, we've all heard it. Didier Drogba saying, I don't recognize my club anymore. Cesc Fabregas also saying, this is not Chelsea anymore. And many more. Now look at our reputation in the society. Now look at our reputation in the footballing world. It's not the greatest. No one likes our owners. No one likes the stuff that we do. Player trading, stock exchange. No one likes that. No one likes that. No one wants to associate with us anymore. They've done him dirty. They've done him dirty. Absolutely, they've done him dirty. You're judging 3 years of these owners versus 20 years of Roman. Not really fair to do, Miz. What I tell you guys, live chat, what I tell you guys, there's plenty of people that are supporters of the ownership. How could you judge 3 years over 20 years? It's not fair. Let these guys have 20 years. Yeah, if they carry on the way they've carried on the 3 years for 20 years, don't worry about the club, mate. Like, honestly, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the club. From the 3 years, what you've seen, if you haven't been able to clock yet where things are going, and you need 20 years to realize that, oh my goodness me, Stephen. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. You need 20 years to see what these current owners are all about. Woo! Wow. Wow. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Smash up the like button. Got to go and do a recording with Matisse for All You Can Eat Chelsea. Lots happening today. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. As I said, plenty happening. Myself and Eunice, part 2 is coming out tonight. So do look out for that. If you haven't seen part 1, go check that out. Faz and Miz show, that's going to drop today as well. Lots happening. So yeah, big up to each and every one of you guys. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's get to 40,000. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya. Goodbye.